First Generation Scholars Program here at Jackson State University. A program in its first year, we're building it from the ground up. In my role, what I do is I provide students with resources, counseling, academic coaching, success coaching, anything that they basically need to help them be successful throughout their journey, their collegiate journey. So the reason I got into this position, or where my passion for this position came from, is as a first generation graduate myself, I understand the challenges that the students face, and there were people who were instrumental in my life in helping me achieve what I achieved, and I wanted to be able to give back. And I understood that there was power in my story, and I always share that with my students to help them realize their potential and maximize their potential in their collegiate careers. Generation graduate myself, I understand the challenges that the students face, and there were people who were instrumental in my life in helping me achieve what I achieved, and I wanted to be able to give back. And I understood that there was power in my story, and I always share that with my students to help them realize their potential and maximize their potential in their collegiate careers. I do find joy from what I do. One of my biggest aims is to be able to help somebody each day with something in any way, shape, or form, whatever that looks like to them. And I say in this role, I am able to do that with ease. Being a first generation college student myself, I think there was a little bit of pressure to succeed because my siblings before me, who were also first generation, I don't want to say all of them, but most of them graduated. And in Asian household, there are three things: school, church, and home. And church and home was already taken care of, so I had to take care of the school portion. From the first day I meet my students, I like to make them feel welcome. I let them know, like, hey, I'm not gonna be your best friend, but I still want you to know that if you want to talk to me about anything, you need help with anything, you can always come to my office. On any given day, there's at least 5 or 6 people sitting in here all day long, or it's a recurring cycle of students just coming in and out because they feel welcome. And I like to make them feel welcome so that whenever they do have an issue or they need help with something, they'll be comfortable asking for help versus feeling dejected and like they can't ask for help or the things that they need.
I don't feel the pressure of being a first generation college student or the first one in my family to go to college because my family fully supported me from the beginning of high school to now, and they continue to support me through this process. Challenges I face coming into college being a first generation scholar is not knowing anything about college in general, and another one would be the classwork in itself. I didn't know it would be so hard or so much, and you have to do so many assignments at a certain point in time. I thought college was kind of like high school, but I obviously thought wrong. Being the first sibling to go off to college, I feel I am creating a path for my younger siblings so that they know they can go to college or do anything they put their minds to with the support of our family. I wonder how my family feels about me being a first generation college student.
I'm excited about you being a first generation college student because you went further than we did, and it's always a plus when you can do more than me and better yourself than I did or your dad did. That's a plus, and we're very excited about that. We're super proud. There's not enough words to describe how proud we are because we know how hard you work, and we know we admire how you pull through and push through.
For first generation freshmen that are coming into college, the piece of advice I can give you is to keep pushing. The work will get hard, the classes will be hard, but as long as you put yourself into your work and keep trying, you will be fine.
I've definitely been supported throughout my entire college career, but I've also had some challenges. Like, everybody doesn't really understand the decisions that I make or the reasons why I do certain things as a college student. But overall, I do feel like I've been supported. I was highly encouraged to come to HBCU by my family, and they took a lot of steps into getting me into college. I do feel that my family has supported me through the entirety of my college career. In the beginning, I didn't really apply myself as much as I maybe should have applying to colleges. I went to an HBCU fair and get interviewed with all these colleges, and I got a lot of offers. And now that I'm where I am, I've actually decided to stay another year. And I have been both encouraged and also like discouraged to take that step. But at the end of the day, I'm supported. I want to call my Nana and see what she thinks about me being a first generation student. How do you feel about me being a first generation college student?
You've torn down the barriers, and you've gone through what they call the black hole. Therefore, you're going to shine the light on all the generations that follow you.
Do you think I'm being a good representation of our family line?
Your scales have been balanced. Your mind is in a higher place. You're elevated, and so that you're setting an example by leaps and bounds for them to follow. You have people looking up to you and believing in you as you believe in yourself, and you can make a change in the world.
I feel good pressure of being the first generation college student. It comes with its perks and of course the cons, but I believe the cons do not outweigh the pros of it all. And I'm doing this to set an example to my community, to the generation that's coming up behind me, because I mean, being a minority is kind of hard, but it's all worth it in the end. So some of the obstacles that I had to face was, first, number one, financial aid. Going to the business office, I mean, it was so different. I never knew nothing about that. I was just so excited about going to college, getting a college experience, you know, getting higher education, but not even thinking about those different things that I was going to have to go through. And literally, so many times I would cry because of financial aid. Like, why? But yeah, that's one. And then just finding your own way, finding your people. I believe, like, I have came into some good people, and I have came into some people that just wasn't for me. But as far as for my family, I have a great support system. Like, they root me on in this journey and to continue my journey of education. So I believe I am very blessed, even with friends, like, that support. Support is important, for real. And I believe if a person that is first gen do not have that push, it's going to be 10 times harder. And to clarify what first generation means is that my parents didn't attend college or a 4-year university, but not meaning the first child, because my brother actually attended HBCU in Little Rock, Arkansas, and graduated. But we both are first gen. I know that I am being a light in their lives, although they might not give me credit, but you know, it'll come, you know, after. But yes, I believe I am being, and that's the reason why I'm doing it too. That's part of the reason, because it's so many times that we feel like we cannot do what we think of, our dreams that we want to achieve. We just think it's just a dream. But no, that dream is supposed to turn into reality. Hey, Granny.
Hey, babe.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I got a question for you.
Sure.
How do you feel about me being first generation college student?
Wow, Sandy, that is a fantastic. Only thing I can say about that, it is awesome that you are the first out of our generation to go to college. It makes me very proud because you are a beautiful young lady, and the way you carry yourself at your age, I'm proud of you because you put your faith first before anything else. You have proved to your family that you're going to walk the walk that you're walking because of who you are. That's why I'm so proud of you.
Period, Granny. Come on now. I love you.
I love you too.
Hey, Mama.
Twins.
Where have you been? Yeah. Mama, I got a question for you, baby.
Yes.
So how does it feel that I am first generation college student, girl?
And it's something. You sacrifice. You push through. When obstacles came your way, baby, I just jumped over like a herd.
Huh? Track star.
feel great being the first generation college student in my family, but I definitely do feel the pressure, especially as an older sibling. Like, I feel like I have to set an example for them with everything that I do. I definitely feel the pressure, but I always think about them to keep me going. For me to succeed as a first generation college student, simply because I'm setting the foundation after me. So just because I'm the first doesn't mean I want to be the last. Throughout my whole process as a first generation student, I would say my mom has been my main anchor of support throughout everything that I've done. Everything that I have my name on, I'm pretty sure if I could, I would put her name right underneath that. I really strive the way I do today because of her. So I gotta ask you a question right now. I want your opinion on how you feel about me being the first generation college student.
I'm extremely proud beyond words. You know, it's a blessing, you know, that you've made it this far and being as focused as you are, you know, it's astonishing. You know, I know you're gonna do good things, you know, and you definitely have made our family proud being first generation.
You got me for the tear up. It's the chill out. You hear me? I said you got me up for the tear up. Like what's wrong with you?
You hear this all the time.
But it's kind of. I guess it's kind of different that it's on camera.
Okay.
But the good times and the bad times, you would say throughout the journey.
I wouldn't say bad times. I would say all good because you're my baby. Of course, you're my firstborn. You know, or no bad times, in my opinion. I'm just happy that, you know, I was able to be your mom. You know, it makes me proud. The things that you're doing and accomplishments that you have done thus far, it makes me proud as being your mom.
To all first-generational students, your journey is incredible, significant, not just for you, but for the generations that will come after you. Every obstacle you encounter, every goal that you achieve is a beacon of hope and inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps. Your resilience, dedication, and hard work are not only shaping your future, but also setting a powerful example for others. Keep pushing forward, knowing that your efforts are not in vain and that you are paving the way for a brighter future for yourself and those who will follow. Your story is one of courage, strength, and perseverance, and it serves as a reminder that anything is possible with dedication, belief in oneself.